Action gets back on track this weekend at the Grand Prix of the United States of America, and as always here at GPFans, we're here to tell you exactly what you should be looking out for when the action returns on track. So sit back, here is our list of the 5 things to keep an eye on as we get the American Grand Prix underway this Sunday. Before we go any further though, just a reminder, hit the subscribe button down below to stay up to date with everything that we do here at the channel. But now let's get into everything that we should be keeping an eye on when we get ready for Austin, Texas. Mercedes to take the advantage. Mercedes has been on the front foot pace-wise ever since the thrashing handed out to them by Red Bull and Max Verstappen at the Dutch Grand Prix in Zandvoort. A front row lockout at Monza was turned upside down, unfortunately for Mercedes, by Hamilton's poor sprint start and the grid penalty for Valtteri Bottas, allowing McLaren to take that victory. Whilst in Russia, the pace continued for Mercedes as the British driver sealed win number 100 of his career. In Turkey, there was a gulf in class between the two teams as Bottas sauntered to victory for Mercedes, although Red Bull limited the damage to 3 points courtesy of a double podium. With engine changes now hopefully over and done with, the grid from qualifying should remain largely how it should do, and if form and history are anything to go by, Red Bull has its work cut out for them this weekend. With Hamilton up front with Bottas, it is hard to see any scenario in which the team will allow the Finn to finish ahead of the 7-time world champion. This could yet be another change in the championship standings that favour Mercedes come the end of this weekend. Bottas and Perez's form improving at the perfect time. Both Bottas and Sergio Perez have blown hot and cold this year, with strong results often followed up by races that leave you wondering if the pair are in the 2 fastest cars on the grid. With the tightness of the battle between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton up front, there is no hiding the vital role that Perez and Bottas will play in deciding the destination of the Constructors' title, and perhaps the Drivers' title as well. Bottas is currently the differentiator, sitting 3rd in the drivers' standings, 42 points ahead of the Mexican Red Bull driver. And whilst it is not beyond the realms of possibility that Perez can claw that back, the Mercedes driver is in his best form for well over a year. A Bottas podium is looking very likely this weekend, especially after the incredible performance he put on in Turkey last time out. McLaren to bounce back. Turkey was not a good weekend for McLaren, with the car looking devoid of pace compared to rivals for the 3rd place in the standings, Ferrari. The gap between the two outfits was cut to just 7.5 points in the Constructors' standings, with Daniel Ricciardo failing to emulate Carlos Sainz's charge from the back of the field. The circuit of the Americas should suit the MCL 35M much better though, and with Ricciardo's affiliation to Texas and the USA, a sense of comfort should fall over the Australian, with points surely to follow. The big battle will be between Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc, who have both been absolutely on it all season long. The British driver has arguably been the driver of the season, but with Leclerc finding qualifying pace in shed loads recently, the challenge is not over. A clean weekend should see McLaren on top, but the battle for 3rd is far from over. Haas homecoming to show the importance of the US market. The team may be stuck at the back of the grid, but Haas will have extra eyes on them this weekend. The only American-owned team in Formula 1 will bring an added boost to the US fans at the circuit at a time where the sport is going all in on boosting its stateside profile. As team principal Gunther Steiner attested to ahead of the event, Haas Hill is sold out, with a certain sense of endearment no doubt pointed at Mick Schumacher, and not just because of his stellar qualifying run in Turkey last time out. The Schumacher family owns a ranch in Texas, and the German hinted he would have been spending time there in the run-up to the race. Whilst a positive result is virtually off the cards, it is a fantastic opportunity to showcase the support the US can give to Formula 1. Bumps in the road to play their part. At the MotoGP race earlier this year, Circuit of the Americas came under fire for a dangerous track surface laden with harsh bumps. Now this is a common occurrence at the venue, with the underlying soil constantly moving, causing manipulation to the surface built on top of it. The circuit had already been repaved in areas following F1's last visit in 2019, yet riders in motorcycles premium racing category were still critical of the first sector of the racetrack. The FIA confirmed bumps would be smoothed out ahead of the US Grand Prix, although it remains to be seen if these will be completely smooth or just reduced. What we don't want to see, of course, are suspension failures due to extreme oscillations coming from the track surface. We will see just how well improved the track is in practice on Friday. So who do you see topping the standings in the United States this weekend? Is this a track that is perfect for Mercedes, and will it be a Hamilton-Bottas 1-2? And probably in that order. Do Red Bull have a fighting chance whatsoever? How important is Sergio Perez to this weekend in particular to support Max Verstappen, or perhaps blaze a trail for himself? And who is going to come out best in the battle for third, McLaren or Ferrari? It's so tight at the moment in the standings. Let us know in the comments section below as always. And of course, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our coverage of the Grand Prix of the United States of America here with GP Fans.